Like Dave's song I wrote, first part's called the Prelude to War. Second part is Rally Around the Flag. Well, I was born in the USA, am a native son. But my granddaddy went off to war, fought the Germans in World War I. Then it came to my dad, fought him in World War II. When you're in the right, son, you have to fight. Owe it all to the red, white, and blue. Korea, then Vietnam, a war we could have won. Well, it all started when the Viet Cong attacked the ships in the Gulf of Tonkin. Now we come to find out Gulf of Tonkin never was. Well, the government lied and the young men died. 58,000 laying in the ground. What fun. So rally round the flag, we're all going off to war, yeah. Don't know just where, but I'm sure we'll find one. Rally around the flag and give them your favorite son. But they've hurt your lives before, so go fight your own damn war. 'Cause hot times are coming, no place left to hide, yeah. Hot times are coming, well, troops in street and people buying guns. Hot times are coming, time we all make a stand. Well, if them old boys come and take the guns, they're gonna take it from a cold dead hand. Well, I was watching on 911, planes falling from the sky. They said some guy named Bin Laden did it all from a cave with a PlayStation 5. I saw those buildings falling. I couldn't believe my eyes. Well, no way in hell those buildings could have fell when the heat and the flames had just about died. They lied. Now the government's come to save you from the boogeyman. So give up your rights and turn in your guns and don't look here but watch the other hand. When tyranny comes a knocking, it always wears a uniform. Well, good guys never wore black ski masks with automatic weapons busting down doors, I'm sure. So rally round the flag, wave 'em high in the air, yeah. Hey, looky here, mine's made in China. Rally round the flag and give 'em your favorite son. But they've hurt your lives before, so go fight your own damn war. 'Cause hot times are coming, no place left to hide yet. Hot times are coming, well, troops in street and people buying guns. Hot times are coming, time we all make a stand. 'Cause if them old boys come to take a guns, they're going to take it from a cold dead hand. Yeah, when them old boys come to take a guns, they're going to take it from a cold dead hand.
Hello everybody, welcome to Northern Michigan Musicians Journal. This is our show 20, and I'm Dolph, and this is my co-host Mary.
Hi, Dolph.
Hi Mary, how are you?
Really good.
Well, you know, Mary, it seems like a long time since our last show, but that was
It sure has.
That was fun with Dwayne and Just Now, wasn't it?
It sure was. That they were just a super group and wonderful harmonies.
I have fun watching that show.
Yes, I do,
I watch
too.
it almost as much as our fans do.
Yes.
I like watching that, so today there's some things that I wrote on my notes so I could report them, and Mary has a lot of information on current events coming on, so I'll get right to it. I mentioned on the last show that the yacht club, the Somerset Point Yacht Club in the beautiful little town of Advance, which is growing because of the yacht club, it's a bigger town than it was. There was an old power plant there, the Wolverine Power Plant. They tore it down, and they put up some beautiful condos, and they're putting more up, and they've got a great clubhouse. They're having a talent contest, and there's going to be tryouts on September 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then the grand finale, well, then they're going to have the competition on the September 4th, 5th, and 6th is the tryouts, and then on September 13th, 20th, and 27th is the competition. And then the winners are going to be picked on the grand finale, which is on a Friday, September 28th. The first prize is going to be $700, the second prize $200, and the third prize $100. It's a $20 entry fee. We want people to show that they're serious, and we figure $20, whether you're one person or a group. And we want not just musicians, we want magicians,
Yes.
and comedians, dancers. If you got talent, if it's something crazy, I saw some pretty crazy stuff on TV last night on
America's Got Talent.
America's Got Talent, yes. We all could use a laugh also. Well, we're going to have that at the Somerset Point Yacht Club, and I'm in charge, and I'm Dolph, and if you want to call me, you can call me at 313-638-7671. That's for more information. Yesterday, the 20th, Sunday, I played at a fundraiser at the Charlevoix Senior Center. Great place to play. They have a little stage. It was very successful. So I want to just say hi to the folks at the Charlevoix Senior Center. We have a lot of folks from over there that watch us. Some of them are fans of the Ernie Mendel Show, and they have before they had a chance to change the channel, Northern Michigan Musicians Journal came on, and
Okay.
they watched. I also am proud of being a member of the VDF, the Volunteer Defense Force. That is a group of volunteers. There's a lot of ex-military people on the Volunteer Defense Force. I think he's Lieutenant Major Bob Taylor and Commander Bob Drebenstadt. Well, we went to the Sturgeon River, and that was last week Saturday, whatever day that was. Anyway, we went to protect the sturgeon, and boy, those fish are big. There was a biologist there netting them, and they were tagging them, and we had burgers and hot dogs, and it was great. If you want to find out more about the Volunteer Defense Force and what they basically practice and study is CERT training, C-E-R-T, Community Emergency Response Training, or Community Emergency Response Team. You can call Bob Taylor at 231-582-7460. Also, I wanted to mention the Michigan Movie Makers. They meet on the fourth Wednesday of every month. You can contact Dan Kelly, and they're having a meeting this week, but this show is, of course, not going to be aired by then because we have to edit it, right, Mary?
Right.
But Dan Kelly will love to hear from you if you want to get more involved in movie making, and that would be at M3 at Michigan Movie Makers, all one word, .com. You can call Dan at 231-882-0460. And I know I forgot something, but the last but not least, and Mary's going to talk about this a little, is the Charity Hill Horse Farm. They're always looking for volunteers, particularly if you're a veteran. They help veterans with equestrian training. You get a horse, they help teach you on different activities of the horse. And what we've found is that it's really useful when you're also battling different issues like mild head injury or post-traumatic stress syndrome. And it's a good group of veterans there. You can contact Christine O'Connell.
Yes.
And her number is 231-258-6770. And sorry, Christine, I get a little camera shy, so I forget.
And then there's also an article in the Northern Express this time, too, about the Charity Hill Horse Farm, which is a valuable nonprofit organization.
You can take it away, Mary. It's all yours then.
Okay.
It's very, very good that you found that article on the Charity Hill Horse Farm.
Okay.
Horses for Heroes is the name of the program. Okay.
Okay. Bringing you up to date with my activities. First of all, I wanted to talk to Duff about how the show at the Charlevoix Senior Center went yesterday.
Show went great. There was a lot of people there, and it was a breakfast. It was a breakfast fundraiser. And they are working on getting a new dance floor and some other equipment for maintaining the center. And the food was great.
Okay. And what kind of music did you play?
Well, I play a little bit of...
Originals or...
Well, I played a few originals.
Okay.
I played the Ernie Mendel Show.
Okay.
And I did, a Simon & Garfunkel, Beatles, Leonard Cohen, and I did a new song that I just learned, This Magic Moment by Jay and the Americans.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then also known, he's going to be playing the Somerset Point opening on May 24th.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about that. I'm going to be playing at the opening for the Blue Harbor Grill, which is a nice restaurant that's going to be open to the public at the Somerset Point Yacht Club in Advance, just about 8 miles out of Boyne City. And they're going to have free food. It's the 24th, which, of course, you guys this show won't be on by then, but at the next show we'll tell you how it went. But they're going to have free food. They're going to have scallops and shrimp and prime rib, and there's going to be good music there. I'll be there. And also, Hips and Rico will be playing. We've got a lot of territory to cover, so there's going to be music in 2 different spots. So thanks for remembering that one, Mary.
Okay, well, some of the activities I would like to mention that there's going to be the Michigan musicians and songwriters are going to meet May 27th at Books A Million between 2 and 4 that Terry wanted me to mention that. Terry Seneco, who's the founder and our leader, and if the weather is decent that day, that we will be meeting outdoors for our jam session.
Yeah, and Terry's been on our show before.
Yes.
And it's a very good organization.
And then I'd also like to mention in the meantime that my friend Grant Forrester, he's a 24-year-old quadriplegic that he, when he was younger, about 4 or 5 years old, he was in a car accident with his father, and he was thrown 4 lanes. But now he's here's his picture past the Northern Express, and he's practicing a couple days a week at Grand Traverse Mall with a specially made walker made by Thompson's Pharmacy, getting ready for the 5K race that is coming up during Cherry Festival, and the race is usually ran before the Cherry Royale Parade, so eventually we may want to have Grant on at a later showtime, and so everybody be supporting him, and you may get a Team Grant decal too.
And we can't do close-ups, I guess, so we'll try to put this on a flash drive, and
Okay.
when we edit it, we'll get a better shot of Grant.
And then the third thing I'd like to mention that I will be involved with the Relay for Life, sponsored by the American Cancer Society, June 10th, and I'll be walking with the Weight Watcher team. And this is for the to benefit all those who do have cancer, and it will be held at the Civic Center in Traverse City. June 10th and 11th, and so everybody come out and support the American Cancer Society that day. So, do we have any mail?
We got that one question, and they sent me a recording, which I don't have with me, so we'll have to just put that right into the, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it probably won't sound as good if I play it now, but 'cause I got my fancy little flash drive.
All right.
But we could do the letter part.
Okay.
So you.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll say, S. Dolph from Gary John S.Q. Agthy of Onaway. I guess that's the way he pronounces his name.
Yeah, it's spelled funny. S.Q. Agathy or S.Q. Squagathy maybe.
Okay. Dear Dolph, my dog sings with me when I play the harmonica. His name is Lips, short for Lipschutz. People laugh about my dog's name, but Rudolf Lipschutz was a famous mathematician who developed the uniform continuity theory for mathematic functions. In the theory of differential equations, Lipschutz continuity is the central condition of the Picard-Lindelof theorem, which guarantees the existence and uniqueness of the solution of the initial value problem. That's getting deep here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. You watch our show. I can't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. Ever since I was 6 years old, Rudolf Lipschutz has been my hero. I was hoping you would read my letter on one of your shows and play the attached clip. I want to market my dog's singing ability. There has never been a dog like Lips. Dogs don't live as long as people, so I have very little time for lips to make it to the top. People are always in a rush.
I know. Well, that's because fast food got us that way.
Right.
You know, now everybody wants everything now.
The convenience of business.
Yeah, convenience. Give it to me now. You know, pay later even.
Right.
You don't even have to pay now.
Okay. At age 2, he's already 24
Wow.
human years old. I have enclosed a demo. Please get it to the right people and let me know. Tell me what you think.
You know, maybe to save editing time, I could just play this clip, a little bit of it. I think that the listening audience will get the idea
Yes, I think so.
because
If we can pick it up.
we got a lot of criticism for the clip. Sorry about that, Gary, but let's see if I can do this. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, there it is. That's the clip. And so, you know, I'm taking your request seriously, Gary. And, you know, worrying about your dog, I had to look into this, and I have a dog years to human years conversion chart here. I think you got a copy, Mary. And so your dog is 2 years old, and you say he's 24. That's exactly right, but this does go by size. So if he's under 20 pounds, he's 23 years old, a little bit younger. And if he's over 90 pounds, he's only 20 years old. So it's something you're going to have to overcome by having more than one dog. But let me see, I wrote a list of criticisms here. First thing, I would get rid of the harmonica. Demo tapes are best made with a good vocalist with moderate accompaniment. And wouldn't you say that harmonica was drowning out the dog?
I think so too, that you could hardly hear the dog.
Yeah, the dog, you know, you could hear that dog in there, but I couldn't tell the vocal quality of the dog. I mean, a little bit, but... So, but the first thing I thought of when I heard this, when I played it, was Yoko Ono, and Yoko enjoyed avant-garde music where there was no necessary musical key. I don't know what key her harmonica was in, but and she liked intermittent screaming. But I think a dog howling would probably suffice for that. So I'd probably send this as it is to Yoko. You got to get
right.
You can probably get her a publicist information off of the internet and. Send her a brief letter. I'd like to hear another cut too. You can't judge your dog's quality with one cut.
Ah, that's right. You know, you have to have a variety of styles too.
Yeah, that's true. You know, that's very common for artists in the bestial genre. I guess that's the best this genre could be described as, bestial. So it includes all animals, not just dogs. So, I mean, you know, there's rap music that is of wide range too. So, and everybody would know that it was a dog anyway, so that would work. But Christmas dogs, they sound the same on every song. It's like, you know, it sounds...
That certain bands, you know, that you don't have any variation in songs, and every song sounds like the same one.
It sounds like they recorded the dog's bark on a sampler.
Right.
And then just played different dog key notes, you know, on a keyboard sampler. I don't know who would want to do something like that, but anyway, though, if you're really serious about this, I'd get a few more dogs, same breed as your dog. Hopefully he's not a mix. Get puppies and train them, and it's just like The Big Secret. There were actually 20 Lassies, and there was like 42 Rin Tin Tins, and so when one dog gets too old, you know, you just get a younger dog and get your show off the ground. You can't be at the mercy of lips mortality.
Right.
So So, and one other word of wisdom, expect your demo of Lips to be rejected. I imagine, you know, you can send this out and you'll be just like a musician trying to get a recording, except you're going to be promoting your dog. But it's just like Social Security. You have to keep trying until they approve you. I might be wrong, you know, you might get a contract right off the bat. But,
Right.
And then the last thing I noticed was based on the story about Lips and Lipschitz, I get the impression you're either a nerd or a genius. So it's a shame how easy geniuses get by in this world. So
Right.
I think that if you have a goal of making your dog a star, that's a great challenge. I think you should stick to it. I'd like to see you succeed because I'm sure you'll find a way. And by the way, my poodles eat Beneful. And they don't want to be famous though. They're just happy getting treats from me, you know.
Right.
So, well, thanks. This was really different, and it wasn't from Elk Rapids this time. It was
Yeah,
from
that's right.
Onaway.
We're getting different places.
Well, you know, we have a great guest that's going to be on the show, and everybody heard him start out the show with his song Prelude to War and
Yes.
Rally Around the Flag, Jim Kozlowski. So we're going to take a cut here, and when it fades back in, we'll be greeting Mr. Kozlowski.
Right.
So hope you enjoy his music, and it's great. Thanks for tuning in to Northern Michigan Musicians Journal. Say goodbye, Mary.
Okay, bye everyone.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Northern Michigan Musicians Journal. This is our show 20, I think. Is it, Mary? I'm losing count now.
Yeah, that's right. We've done so many in the past, and we're on our second year now.
Today is May 21st, just so you get a little
Right.
guide, because we have to edit this, and when do you think we'll be on? Probably sometime in early June, huh?
Yes.
And you just listened to a great original song by Mr. Jim Kozlowski.
You got that last name right.
I got it right. Wow. And I'm Polish, too. That is Polish, is it? 'Cause it ends in a Y, so...
It's Irish.
Irish? Yeah.
No.
Well, that sounded great, Jim. Tell us a little bit about the song, and thanks for being on the show. I met Jim at the open mic at the Grain Train in Petoskey.
That's right. Well, the song I wrote for a lot of reasons, but my time when I was younger, I was drafted for the Vietnamese War, the war in Vietnam. I didn't have to go because of a knee injury, but I did have friends of mine that I grew up with who, died in the rice paddies of Vietnam.
Yeah.
And what we found out in the last couple of years is the fact the reason we were in Vietnam was supposedly the Gulf of Tonkin incident, and that's when the Viet Cong attacked our ships.
Right.
And that was our reason to start the Vietnam War. Well, we know now that that incident never happened. And you share something with me, too. I don't know.
Yeah, I know a guy who was a lifer in the Navy, and he told me that it was a beautiful sunny day on the Bay of Tonkin, and he was on a battleship, and they got orders to return enemy fire. And so they started shooting, and eventually people started shooting back, but it was very quiet. And he said they'd catch a fish and nail it to a board and throw it in the water and watch the pelicans? No, what are the pink ones?
Flamingos?
Flamingos.
Mm-hmm.
They'd watch the flamingos fly in and hit the fish on the board and break their necks.
Right.
So.
Well, anyway, that was I call it a false flag. That's where we got into an incident where we sent our soldiers, our men and women, to die in a foreign land for what I believe is no more than the military-industrial complex.
There had to be a reason that they wanted to do that, obviously.
Obviously. But then after that, then we all experienced 9/11. There's a gentleman, his name is John Farmer. He's an interesting fellow. He is the dean of Rutgers University School of Law. He's also the former Attorney General for the state of New Jersey. And he also was lead counsel on the 9/11 Commission, head legal counsel. Well, after the 9/11 Commission report came out, he wrote a book called Ground Truth. And at the announcement of this book coming out, he was asked by the press how much of the 9/11 Commission report was true. His answer was none of it. He was asked who lied to the 9/11 Commission. His answer was everybody.
Wow.
Everybody lied. You have now, you have 6 of the 9/11 commissioners, the actual commissioners now, who said that there is a criminal cover-up. And it's not bin Laden in some cave, this a criminal cover-up. We're talking about the government, okay? I believe that 9/11 was a false flag. And there was 3 buildings that actually collapsed on 9/11. It's Building 1, Tower 1, Tower 2. But the most incredible thing is it was Building 7.
I always wondered why that building fell, because the plane never hit it.
Plane never hit it. This is the first time in the history of buildings, steel structured buildings, that 3 buildings collapsed.
And it fell just as fast as the other 2, which, didn't it?
They fell at...
Because I saw pictures.
Non-resistance, which means there was nothing stopping them to fall. If you were to hold a bowling ball out and drop that bowling ball at the same time as Building 7 was going down, they would both hit the floor, hit the ground at the same time. They know, and NIST now, which is the National Institute for Standards and Technology, a branch of the government who investigates things like this, has said that, no, we don't know why Building 7 collapsed. They said, yes, it was free fall. And the only way you get a free fall building is implosion.
Well, those buildings were built. My ex-uncle worked on those buildings, and he said they were the first of their kind that were built to implode, where they go straight down. So they would do a minimum amount of damage if there was a reason to replace them, and they were supposed to be resistant to like being hit by an airplane. So
actually 2 airplanes, and I've never heard that, but that even if that is true, and if those buildings did go down because of the plane crashes, they're still Building 7.
Right, and that one.
And how do you wire a building with explosives? And that was a government building now. They had everybody from the FBI, the CIA, the IRS, that was all government. So
was everybody out on
high security buildings. So those
well, they'd have time to evacuate those.
Well, they were evacuated, but there's no time to implode a building at that time. That was, I believe it was pretty sad. So that's why I wrote the song.
Yeah. We don't try to get political usually on this show, and we're like in the thick of it. But how would the government benefit from doing all that? Wouldn't there be private interests that would have more reasons to do that?
Good question.
I mean, I would think, people in the government. I think
we ought to do is form a citizens grand jury and ask them.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions
They
here.
probably have that. There's got to be other folks besides yourself that's questioning it.
Yeah, there's 5,000 architects and engineers that say, no way those buildings fell the way they did.
How about other musicians?
Willie Nelson.
So this is a protest song, sort of, because what you're saying in the beginning of the show is really 2 songs, Prelude to War, and then Rally Around the Flag.
Right.
So did you just explain both of them, or is the next one Rally Around the Flag?
No, that's basically
the whole thing.
song. Yeah. The instrumental was just lead in for Rally Around the Flag.
Well, it's great having you on the show. Tell us about your musical background, how you got started, if you play other instruments, if you did any real big gigs in the past, because you've been around. You play
Quite
really
great.
Yeah.
No, I started when I was 14, got my first guitar and taught myself. And back then, and I guess I'm going to age myself, but back then they used to have what was called hootenannies.
Oh, yeah.
And
what part of the geography? We're in the
I'm
Michigan?
in the Mount Clemens, Detroit
Mount
area.
Clemens. Oh, right.
Okay.
It's my area. I
So-
grew up there, too.
So we played coffee houses. My sister and I sang together and did that. And
Ravens
then
Gallery?
The Raven, I didn't do. I did the Chessmate.
Oh, okay.
Chessmate years ago. Then I got involved with a rock and roll band called The Fruit, and we played rock and roll in the Detroit area. Primarily started out with doing Bob Dylan, and he was is still one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, I like Bob.
Then
I love Bob Dylan.
He's a fantastic person. Then I met my wife, which one of the songs was about. 3 months after I met her, I was married, and
Wow.
that was 37 years ago.
That's pretty good.
And then I was involved in country music. I had a 13-piece country band, and we opened up for national acts coming into town, Cobo Hall and arenas down in the Detroit area.
Brass Ring
Not the Brass Ring, no.
Productions.
Then I was entered a national songwriting contest. Back then they had the Kentucky Fried Chicken songwriting contest,
Oh yeah.
and I placed first in that. And
You didn't play one of that song, did you?
no, I didn't.
You know, how many songs did you play besides the first one? Because we're going to put those at the end of the show.
I
You got-
played the song for my wife.
Okay, what are the other titles?
The second song was Baby and Me.
Baby and Me, okay.
And the third song I did was Down the Road.
Down the Road, okay.
Yeah.
And of course, it depends on how long they are too, you know.
Right.
But we've gone to an hour show format because we were doing half-hour shows for quite a while.
Hour's a lot better, isn't it?
Well, yeah, we had it all started. I think our last show with Dwayne and Just Now.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, Dwayne.
Yeah.
But when I won that songwriting contest, and my wife and I were actually moving to Nashville, I've done a lot of studio work, and I love producing, and I also love writing songs. And we're living in Harbor Springs at the time. We decided we're going to Nashville, and I guess she didn't really want to go because after 17 years of marriage, we found out we were having our first child. So music business and children are not synonymous.
Yeah, like Jackson Brown, though. I think didn't he do traveling with?
Maybe he did, but no. I decided that I'd build my wife a little nest, and I did that. And then I've just been playing music since then, just locally here, and songwriting, and doing a lot of recording. I recorded a wonderful studio in Petoskey
What
called
studio?
Playtown Sound Productions
okay.
with Bob Bolliger. Very high tech, very, very. In fact, I've recorded in Nashville, South Carolina, Detroit, and actually, I think I do some of my best work. Even from Nashville, I do the best work in Petoskey, and with as good a quality. So I put a little plug in for my buddy Bob, who's expert engineer.
Bob Bollinger.
That's right.
Yeah, and what's the name of the recording company?
It's called Playtown Sound. And anybody who's been in music in the local area probably has heard of Bob or done something at his studio.
Well, I have to do a CD. I have a hodgepodge CD with live recordings and stuff. On a couple of them, I have a drum machine. I play the lead bass and sing the background vocals. I want to do something with other musicians.
Talk to Bob. And I'd be glad to play in your stuff.
That would be great.
Maybe you need to focus too.
Yeah, I need to focus. Well, you know, I'm going in a lot of different directions, but
And it's always just money is always what holds any musician back.
That's so true.
It does cost money and it does take time.
yeah, money keeps me.
A lot of things, right?
Yeah. That's why I don't overeat, you know, because it costs so much.
Right. Call me anything but not late for dinner, right?
Right.
But you do other things that you're like. I don't see any barbecue sauce, but you forgot the bottles.
No, I've got a full vehicle.
I was looking forward to getting a free sample.
I brought you a free sample, Del.
Okay.
Great.
But we started a business called Crazy Jim's Foods from Harbor Springs, and we make barbecue, sweet, sour, and teriyaki sauce.
Cool.
That I'll be delivering around the Traverse City, Charlevoix area. Actually, will be tomorrow.
So you deliver when you're not in the studio.
Yeah, this is a business we'd like to. I'm a wallpaper and painting contractor. That's what I've been trying to get out of. So I keep throwing things against the wall, music being one of them, and also Crazy Jim's Foods.
Well, you were an artist. I thought when you did painting, I didn't realize you did actual wall painting. I thought you did like pictures.
Murals?
Yeah.
I'm also a palette knife painter. I paint oil paintings, landscapes and stuff.
Okay.
And I also I teach art at the Circle of Arts in Charlevoix. I teach at the Boyne City Arts Collective and also in Harbor Springs. At the middle school, I teach adults and young teenagers.
Wow.
You stay out of trouble.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of brush painters with paint with oil paints.
Yeah.
And it's the coolest thing when you just take a little knife, a little elongated, it looks like a elongated kite like this, and you paint a whole painting with just a knife. It is so much fun. And No thinner, no smelly, and no brushes. You just clean your knife off, put it in your pocket, and go. You know, so I've been doing that now. I taught myself how to paint, and I started about 12 years ago. And so now I have an opening at the Mackinac Trails Winery in Petoskey. My opening will be on the third Thursday in June.
Art opening.
Right.
Art exhibit.
For all my my art up there.
Wow.
So we'll be. I'm looking forward to that.
Now say that one again for the audience. Maybe we'll do a graphic too when we edit this.
Yes.
In Mackinac?
Mackinac Trails Winery. It's
Sounds like a place I want to go to.
Uper, a wonderful winery.
It's in the Upper Peninsula?
The main winery is in UP.
The main office.
Okay.
Right, but Ralph and Lori are, they make exceptional wine. They are now building a winery just south of Petoskey on 131. They got the okay. It's going to be between Intertown Road and Camp Road, something like that.
Okay.
But we're going to have my opening the same time as they have the Petoskey Gallery Walk, which is always the third.
Oh, the art show in Petoskey?
Well, no, all the galleries open up. They have entertainment, free food, wine, beverages, stuff like that. And then after that's all done, they go to the Perry Hotel, and each gallery gives away a prize. So people have an opportunity to not only get free food and stuff, they get to maybe win some art. There's a lot of art there that's given away by the local shops. So
when is this opening now?
this is on the third Thursday, which I do believe is the 21st of June.
Okay.
But come down, even if you don't want to come see my stuff, you can go and look at all the other galleries.
I still don't have the location of the gallery. Where is the place where your artwork's going to be displayed?
Okay, it's the old Gaslight Gallery, which is at Howard and Bay Street.
On Howard and Bay. Okay, that helps more.
Just down the street from the Perry Hotel.
Is this like a art hike? Because there's an art hike coming up in Traverse City, and
I think it's the same kind of a thing, where you just visit all the galleries and look at the art. And in Petoskey, you get a little dot, that you put on your. They give you a paper that you put that on, and for every place you visit, you get a coupon. That goes into a great big tumbler, and then they start drawing numbers. In fact, last year, this is so crazy. My 14-year-old son won a $1,500 diamond ring at the gallery walk.
Wow.
So there's a lot of good prizes.
So if he sells that back to the jeweler, he could get at least $700.
He gave it to Mama.
He gave it to Mama.
Yeah, that's right. Good brownie points. But there's a lot of, again, they're not giving away cheap stuff. This is all
That's
original
really nice.
stuff and prints. And so it's a ball. It's all free. And it's good for the local merchants up there. And if you have a chance, come by and see my work.
And the date again?
Is the 21st of June.
June 21st, okay.
Right, and I promise I won't sing it all.
Why not? Oh, you might have somebody else there.
I might
singing,
empty
huh?
the whole place,
Oh, I don't think so. No, you sound great. And
thanks,
so,
Duff.
Yeah, it was good playing with you at the grain train. And
Thank you.
Nice
Mary?
Taylor guitar
you
you
so
got.
Nice to meet you, dear.
So, any last words you want to say to the audience, or special hellos to people out there?
Just be true to your family, take care of your kids and your wife, and treat everybody as you would like yourself to be treated.
Sounds good. I agree
great.
with that. Yeah.
So it's been fun, though, and I've heard so much about you, Mary, and I'm so glad to have met you today.
yeah, I'm glad to meet you too. And where are you marketing your sauce now?
Well, we're going
Is
to have it
natural
at...
food places like Oriana or?
Oh, that's right. Mary knows some people who have a Crazy Jim's Pizza. Spaghetti.
Oh, it's
Crazy
Spaghetti
Jim's
Jim.
Spaghetti Jim's.
That's my brother-in-law and sister.
Oh, fantastic! I'm pretty sure we're going to be at Fogarella's here in Traverse City. We're going to be at the Village Markets in Elk Rapids. I think they have 3 stores now. I just bought one in Central Lake. We're at the we're going to be at the IGA in Charlevoix. We're all throughout Harbor Springs and Petoskey.
Do you think you could put a device on your hot sauce bottle so that they could push a button and hear you play a song? You could promote your songs with every bottle of sauce. You could promote.
I want to sell sauces. I don't want to.
Oh, sausage?
And then too,
Sauces.
Sarah Hardy Farmers Market downtown started last Saturday, and
Well, we do. Well, actually, my wife and I, we go to the Boyne City Farmers Market.
Okay.
It is a hoot. It's probably the best farmers market that I've ever been to. I haven't been to Traverse Cities, but we go there and we sell sauce and we sell art. So,
Sauce and art go together.
right. And they said, well, how did you sauce and art? How did you start doing art? I said, well, two barbecue sauce paintings on chicken. You know, just brought it on the canvas. So, anyways, we have a ball. So we're at the farmers market in Boyne City twice a week in the summertime.
Well, we'll see there because I don't live far away from Boyne City.
Well, and I
Right
play
down the
music.
road.
Okay.
I play music every day there too, which kind of keeps everybody nice and calm. They tell me.
They like, music soothes the savage beast.
You're darn right. I always like hearing you sing too. Adolph's great. Do you ever play on your own program?
I do, but I've gotten so much talent. Me and Mary, I should say, have
Yes.
gotten so much talent that we that I don't play as often. But I could, I answered some questions last show by singing a part of a song.
Okay.
There.
You've got some songs that are just a hoot, funny.
But
Oh, yeah. I gotta write some more,
It
yeah.
seems like he plays more on Ernie.
Oh, on Ernie's show. Well, that's because it's Ernie's show, so Ernie has me play, and so
There you go.
You got to have Ernie.
Right.
Ernie Mendo.
I'm not. Am I familiar with Ernie?
Channel 97.
Well, he's country and gospel, but he plays around Petoskey, and he's usually on before we are.
I have to admit something though. I have not had TV for over 4 years in my house.
You don't
Okay.
watch TV. Well, that's a good thing, I guess. If there's a reason for not seeing our show, that's probably the best one.
You know what I miss the most though?
What?
All those darn commercials.
Oh, geez. That's one thing I don't like, TV commercials.
Oh God! Occasionally I'll go somewhere where the TV's on, and it drives me nuts. 5 minutes of show, 10 minutes of commercials. My God, now. And you know what? Now that we haven't had TV for 4 years, my 14-year-old son and my wife and I, we just don't know when we had time to watch TV. It's amazing. And there's other things you can do. And
There is a lot of other things that are more productive, too.
right, and the shows.
Like sit on the internet
Right.
and look up things on Google.
You've got it.
But the quality of TV now, when I do, like if we're at a hotel or something, and we are able to maybe watch a little TV, the bar has been lowered so much.
Yeah.
As far as the intellectual level that they're, and it's. I feel, I don't know, it's just, I go, boy, I don't miss this at all. Canned humor. So anyways, but there's only one good show, and it's your show on TV, so
Yeah, right,
that
right.
doesn't mean I'm going to go out and get a satellite dish.
Right.
Well, we're going to do Baby and Me and Down the Road now.
There you go.
So take it easy, Jim, and we'll have you on the show again. And,
Thanks
Okay.
again for having me.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Nice
you.
to see you too, dear.
Okay.
Thank you. Here's a song about love at first sight. They talk about it, but what happened to me is I never thought I'd get married. Then all of a sudden, one night, I just looked at a woman, was introduced to her, and I just knew that if I didn't have her, I didn't know what my life would be like. Anyways, 3 months later, she was my wife. I remember not too long ago, I was young and never knew a love that's true. The only thing I really know is our love would come and go. It hurt me so. And then I saw you, dear, and in one moment it all became so clear.
my dear. It was on a starry summer night, the evening glow of soft moonlight filled the air. That's when I saw you cross the floor. I knew I'd need a lifetime more of what was yours. And then you walked up to me. You must have known that we were meant to be, to be. I never really understood what love was all about. I never had a reason to believe dreams come true. Then I looked into your eyes and everything I needed was right in front of me. An angel from heaven sent down to rescue me. All of my needs completely. All of my dreams come true.
This is a song about, I guess you call it love gone bad. Never happened in my life, but I had to write one song like that. It's called Down the Road.
I was walking down the road one day, not knowing which way to go. Didn't leave much behind, and that road up ahead can't be any worse than before. I've traveled this road so many times, I think in a circle I go. The scenery's new, but that cloud overhead has followed me most of my life. Down the road, down the road, down the road of life I go. I know, yes I know, this life's one long and rocky road. I had me a lady, the love of my life, one who brightened up my day. And then one day her lips did describe man she had found of her dream. I begged and I pleaded, don't leave me behind. I can't live my life without you. And then in the moment that life that I love, in anger that life that I take. Down the road, down the road, This life's one long and rocky road. Now I wander the road from place to place, live with the evil I've done. Her memory haunts me each night in my dreams, dreams of a man on the run. I traveled this road so many times, I think in a circle I go. The devil he waits at the end of the road, my soul for his payment to pay. Down the road, down the road, down the road of life I go. I know, yes I know, this life's one long and rocky road. The devil